Right now, this second, you are moving at 1,670 kilometers per hour. You can't feel it. You can't hear it. You have no idea it's happening. But Earth is spinning underneath you, faster than the speed of sound. Everything around you, your house, your city, the oceans, all of it spinning with you. So, what if it just stopped? Not slowed down, not gradually, just stop. Welcome to What If Universe, where one question can change everything. And today, we're stopping our own Earth. The Earth has stopped. You haven't. Here's the thing about physics. When something stops, the stuff on that something doesn't know it yet. It's called inertia, and it doesn't care about you. The moment Earth freezes, you don't. You keep going, eastward at 1,670 kilometers per hour. That's faster than a fighter jet. Imagine being inside a car doing highway speed, and the car hits a wall. Now imagine the car is an entire planet. Everything not bolted to solid bedrock gets flung sideways. Instantly, buildings, trees, oceans, you. Neil deGrasse. Tyson put it simply, people would be flying out of the windows. And that's the polite version. At the equator, you'd experience 47 times the force of gravity. Sideways, not down, sideways. Cities demolished in seconds. Mountains sheared. Forests ripped from the ground like wet paper. But the wind is somehow worse. The atmosphere doesn't stop either. Air keeps moving at 1,670 kilometers per hour while the ground beneath it freezes. The result? Winds 6 to 7 times stronger than the most powerful tornado ever recorded. These aren't gusts. This is a planet-wide wall of air, traveling at supersonic speed, scraping everything that survived the initial launch. Rocks, soil, the top layer of Earth itself, gone. And then come the oceans. Right now, Earth's rotation is holding something back. Centrifugal force, the same force that pins you to a spinning fairground ride, pushes ocean water toward the equator. The equatorial ocean is actually 8 kilometers higher than it should be. The moment Earth stops spinning, that force vanishes, and all that water has nowhere to go but the poles. Geographers at a mapping company called ESRI actually modeled this. The result is terrifying. The equatorial ocean drains toward the Arctic and Antarctic, like a bathtub being tilted sideways. Massive walls of water, tsunamis that make every recorded tsunami look like a puddle, surge eastward, then poleward. Every coastal city on Earth, gone. And then something stranger happens. The water keeps going. North America drowns. Europe, almost entirely underwater. Russia, Canada, Siberia. All of it, gone. Meanwhile, the equator, which was ocean, slowly becomes dry land. A brand new supercontinent rings the entire middle of the Earth. Scientists have a name for it. The equatorial megacontinent. 2 polar oceans. 1 dry equatorial ring. A planet that looks nothing like the one you were born on. Oh, and one more thing. Before we go further, without Earth's spin, you'd actually feel heavier. Not metaphorically, literally heavier. Right now, rotation is very slightly pushing you outward, taking a tiny bit of gravity's grip off of you. Stop the spin, so that tiny lift disappears. Gravity pulls at full strength. So, congrats. You just got heavier. And not in a good way. Okay, back to the disaster. Let's say you survived the chaos somehow. Bunker, mountain, extremely good luck. You're alive. Here's your new problem. Without spin, Earth still orbits the Sun. But one full rotation now takes 1 full year. So one side of Earth spends 6 months facing the Sun directly. 6 months. That side bakes. Temperatures climb past 100 degrees Celsius. Any remaining lakes? Boiling. Rivers? Evaporated. The ground cracks open. Everything turns into a burning desert. And the other side? 6 months of total darkness. Temperatures plunge so far below zero that the atmosphere itself starts to freeze. Oceans turn to ice, miles thick. This isn't just cold. It's lifeless. So where do you go? There's only one place left. A thin strip between light and dark. The twilight zone. Not that one. The survivable one. Here, temperatures are just right. Permanent sunset. For the rest of your life. Except even here, you're not truly safe. Hot air rises on the bright side. Cold air sinks on the dark side. And that creates constant storms. Massive winds circling the planet. Forever. No seasons, no calm, just endless chaos in the only strip of Earth still worth living on. And satellites? Yeah, not doing great either. Every GPS system on Earth was designed for a rotating planet. Satellites drift out of position, navigation fails, communication networks go dark, financial systems collapse. Everything that runs the modern world stops. At the same time, there is no safe place left. Now here's the part most people miss. It's not the wind that finishes Earth, not the floods, not the 6-month days. It's the thing you cannot see. Earth has an invisible shield, the magnetic field. It's what deflects solar wind, the constant stream of charged particles blasting outward from the sun every single second. Right now, the magnetic field wraps around Earth like a force field. Radiation hits it, gets redirected. You stay alive. The magnetic field exists because Earth's liquid outer core is spinning, driven by Earth's rotation, generating massive electric currents. Geophysicists call it the geodynamo. Stop the spin. Stop the geodynamo. The magnetic field begins to weaken, and then, over thousands of years, it collapses entirely. Solar wind hits the atmosphere directly. It starts stripping it away, layer by layer, molecule by molecule. This isn't a theory. We've watched it happen before. On Mars. Billions of years ago, Mars had oceans. Mars had an atmosphere. Mars had a magnetic field. Then Mars's core cooled. The geodynamo stopped. The magnetic field died. And the solar wind spent 1 billion years tearing Mars apart. Today, Mars is a red, frozen, airless desert. Earth without its spin isn't just a disaster. It's a very slow Mars. Here's something that'll keep you up tonight. Earth is already slowing down. Right now. Very, very slowly. But it's happening. Every 100 years, a day gets 1.8 milliseconds longer. Since the 8th century BCE, ancient records of eclipses observed in Babylon prove it. Earth has already lost 6 full hours of rotational speed. 70 million years ago, a year had 372 days. Because each day was shorter. The moon is stealing Earth's spin through tidal friction, its gravity dragging on the oceans, pulling back on Earth's rotation like a slow, patient break. And in 2024, a study published in the journal Nature confirmed something new. Climate change is now measurably slowing Earth's rotation. Melting polar ice shifts mass outward like a spinning skater spreading their arms, and the spin slows down. We won't feel it in our lifetimes. But it's happening. The universe doesn't care about our schedules. So here's where we land. Earth stops spinning. In the first second, everyone at the equator is launched eastward at faster than the speed of sound. Within minutes, supersonic winds scour the surface clean. Within hours, the oceans surge toward the poles. Within years, a new supercontinent circles the equator. Within thousands of years, the magnetic field collapses. Within millions of years, the atmosphere is gone. Earth becomes Mars. The terrifying part isn't that this might happen tomorrow. It won't. The terrifying part is that it happened to our neighbor. And the only thing standing between Earth and that fate is a spin. An invisible, unfelt, 1,670 km/h spin that you forget about every single day. Because out there are things far stranger than a planet that stopped spinning. Stars that erase worlds without warning. Places where time itself doesn't behave. And questions that make this one look small. This is the what-if universe. And we've barely scratched the surface. See you in the next one.